My Dezi Thelma, the books that I've been reading. There's a little nightlight. So I have Good morning and happy new year. I have been easing into the first weekend of the new year by washing my clothes. I have been meaning to wash my clothes for a while and I didn't have any cash on my little card, so I spent this week heading into the office and doing that stuff. But I'm just washing clothes now and I just wanted to start recording. I wash my face, but for some reason I have an eye crust, which is really gross. I wanted to film this video as a day of my life in my 2022 favorites. So a vlog style that it will incorporate all of my favorites from the last year. And I got this idea. I saw another YouTuber called the Anna Edit. I really liked her way of doing that for her favorites, and so I thought I would do it for the whole of last year, all of my favorites incorporated into one video. Just finished showering. Now I'm getting ready for the day. This Eadem cleansing balm is honestly so lovely. I really enjoy the application. I love the bottle, and it makes my skin feel really great. It's definitely one of my, speaking of favorites, definitely a favorite of mine. This is already wet before putting on the balm, but normally it goes on so silky smooth and it's so nice. And then I add water. I add a little bit of water and it sort of makes the product more milky, and it's just very nice. It smells really fresh. Yeah, it's definitely a favorite. I don't really know where I'm going today, but I think it's definitely going to be one of those days where I'm just like out and seeing what the day has to offer. So yeah, my holiday was honestly pretty relaxed and chill. I had the week off between Christmas and New Year, and I thought that it would just be a lot more relaxing and chill, but it ended up being a little bit busy, and it's because of that I felt like so much shorter and I didn't really have as much time as I thought I would to do I made like a little to-do list for that period, and I got some stuff done, but not a lot. I hope your holiday was really just relaxing as well. I don't really feel very like, oh yeah, I'm ready to get stuff done, take over the new year. I'm not feeling confident in my 2023 just yet, so I'm working on just slowly getting back into the routine of getting back into work, and I'm writing down things that I want to accomplish in this year and time that I want to take off from work, and really realizing that vision. I have a virtual like vision board party with friends tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to that. I've already did mine, but I've been like, am I gonna turn down some more manifesting time? And it'll be really cool to just hang out and hear what other people are manifesting for this year. So I just finished using another fave of last year, which is the Klur Unseasonal kind. Honestly, really moisturizing. I feel like I've talked about it a few times here. Let me show the other This is the Eadem. So I'm gonna finish up my skincare, probably throw some makeup on and get dressed. I'm packing up my bag. I'm gonna wear this bag out today. And I'm going to include one of the books that I've been reading. I'm hoping that I can maybe do some reading at a cafe or something, but lately I've been really interested about the history of the Caribbean, specifically how the slavery experience in the Caribbean is. I feel like so much of my knowledge of slavery is based in like African American, like chattel slavery in the colonies, in the 13 colonies. So I think this will be really interesting to learn more about. And it's not just like covering slavery, but it is Columbus to Castro. And yeah, I'm really interested in just learning more. This has sort of been living at my bedside table, which I've added these dried chamomile flowers to. And honestly, these are literally just, these flowers were fresh that I got from Trader Joe's, and I let them die and dehydrate, and I added it to this nightstand while I was moving things around this week, and I think I was like, wait, this actually looks really good. So I'm going to keep that there, but I wanted to show one of my favorite gadgets of last year. Is a bit newer, but it is my Loftie alarm clock. But I've been trying to rely less on my phone's alarm clock, because what I was finding was that I was scrolling and like taking my phone to bed with me throughout the night, and I would spend hours and hours on the phone, and it would mess up my routine, my sleep routine. So I've really been wanting an alarm clock. The reason why I had kept using my phone is because my phone has the Headspace app, which allows me, I really love like playing rain sounds and all those sounds, and it really does help me relax and fall asleep. So I was really reliant on my phone for that until I found my Loftie alarm clock, which does have a sound machine and all these other cool features. I really love the look of it. It has also, in addition to like a ton of sounds, it has playlists, it has options where you can play classical music, it has options where you can do sound baths. They even have like some sleep stories, and there's like a section for like kids too. I love this thing. I'm gonna show you like some of my favorite sounds. So I love that if you press here, there's a little night light. There's so many more sounds than I expected. There's like gray noise, blue noise, brown noise. Brown noise is actually really interesting. How awesome. But my favorite is actually, you can do Distant Valley. That's a really nice, I like to put that on in the morning after I've waken up, my alarm has gone off, and it really helps me to just sort of, when it's really dark, just get ready for the day. I love putting this on to sleep too. This is Trout Run. Definitely a highlight, and I'm obsessed with my Loftie. This week the weather has been very dreary and rainy, and there was actually some sun earlier today, but not so much anymore. Either way, I had to put on my Dezi Thelma sunglasses in black because I haven't been wearing them lately, and I am obsessed with them. I got them last year after having the Thelma in nudes. And honestly, it's a toss-up between which ones I like more. They're both really great glasses, and they look really great and stylish, and I highly recommend them. Just made it back in the house after what ended up being a very long day. I somehow ended up in Harlem, but for dinner I had the most amazing Ethiopian food in the Morning Heights area. And honestly, it reminded me of the amazing Ethiopian food that I would have when I was living in Philly, and it was just as good. And I've honestly been I've been like having a craving for that specific Ethiopian place. So yeah, I really felt that craving, and it was called Massawa. So good. I highly recommend checking it out. Now that I'm back, I think I'm just going to relax. I'm gonna wind down the evening with some dessert, Ben and Jerry's, and a show that I really loved. One of my favorite shows was Eyebrow Elementary. Literally the only show, like there's not a lot of comedies where I'm like constantly laughing out loud, and Eyebrow Elementary was one of the shows where I like could not stop laughing. So funny, like it makes me so giddy. Like it's very realistic. I have a lot of family that works in education and stuff like that, so I don't know, it reminds me of those family members. Sit down. Also, another show that I've been really into last year was Bridgerton. Really looking forward to those shows coming back next year. And then I was successful in finding a new eyebrow threading place. If you are in, actually, like, I feel like it's a little bit different from the eyebrow folks that I used to go to in Philly. I feel like the shape is a little different. But honestly, this is the best threading experience I've had since moving back to New York. And the place that I went to is called Perfect Brows NYC, and it's on 7th Street in Park Slope. If you're in New York and you're interested in eyebrow threading. I haven't done any other eyebrow maintenance in years. Like I used to go to the nail salons and get my eyebrows waxed, and then I stopped because it was really painful. And then I had learned from, I think an old friend from school told me that eyebrow threading is better for the eyes because it helps, it pulls the hair from the follicle and it's less like destructive, I guess, than waxing. I found that threading is least painful for me than waxing, and I really like the results better. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope that your 2023 is off to a good start. To me, I said this in my Instagram, but to be honest, I'm probably gonna have to, like, I don't know, I feel like 2023 isn't really starting for me until like February 1st, but whatever. We are getting through it, and that's all you can do. So I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
She said she the one, I bet she thinks she is. Saying don't have no trust, I don't know where you been. I need a break.